Without you, there would be no more hugs.
Without you, I'd have nobody to share my life with.
Without you, I'd have no best friend.
Without you, I wouldn't have known where to turn.
Hatzola demonstrate how valuable life is. Life is what we have to value the most.
Hatzola.
He just smashed his head on the corner of a cot.
102 bleeding.
A girl just come into the school, her eye is bleeding, there's lots of blood everywhere.
Got a head injury with a boy, we need someone to come and check him out.
Go ahead. Police on scene, possible death. Members on scene, starting CPR.
We were coming out of the restaurants. I was with the three boys, and it was pouring down with rain. There were cars parked on either side of the street outside, so our view was restricted. And I said, "We're going to cross the road now." My son took that as an instruction to run across the road, and I saw at the corner of my eye that there was a car actually coming out. And before I had time to say, "No, don't go yet," it was too late, and the car had hit him. It happened in slow motion almost.
Alan, my husband, had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. They told us that the outcome was likely to be fatal, that they didn't think they could operate, and at that point they actually gave him 6 months. He was becoming quite weak himself. He also felt quite nauseous, but seriously unwell with it.
Over the weekend, I had been feeling generally lousy, bad cold, not sleeping, a bit of a headache, and I decided I was going to go to the doctor Monday morning and get an emergency appointment.
Unfortunately, Monday morning he got up to get ready to go out, and he came in to get dressed and he kept flopping back on the bed. Then I heard his breathing began to be laboured, and I knew that there was something up.
You don't expect when you wake up in the morning that you would be in such a serious situation. The asthma attack that we're talking about was a particularly bad one. The consequences could have been fatal.
I was in an absolute state of panic. It's every parent's worst nightmare to see your child get hit by a car. I didn't know what the damage was. I just saw him lying in the road, and the next thing I know, Hatzola was there. They really saw the needs of my son and reassured him from the very beginning. He was continuously vomiting and shaking. The two other children were crying and I was trying to calm them. They held my son's hand all the way through. They metaphorically held my hand. They were fantastic. I felt they had the perfect balance between warmth and the family feeling and being professional and taking professional care of my son.
Within 2 minutes, they were here, and they got out their ECG machine, and I realised it was going into a heart attack, and then he had a little fit.
Feelings I had at the time, and I was dreading not seeing my grandchildren again.
Hatzola come straight away because they're in the area, so they can get here as quick as possible.
The response times of Hatzola are exceptional. You know, you contact them and someone is here in seconds.
It's frightening to see somebody struggling for breath. You don't know what to do and you don't know how to cope with it. When you are in a situation you don't know what's happening, your worst fears are that something could happen very quickly and you're not in control and you wouldn't know what to do. So the faster you get a response, the more quickly you can be confident that things are going to be handled well. What makes Hatzola so special is that they are in the community, and there is immediately a connection.
Hatzola is very good in that they can relate to exactly what is going on.
Sometimes on Shabbat, that's an added complication, let's say.
They know from a halachic point of view what is allowed and what is not allowed.
Hatzola's understanding of the Jewish issues are very deep and complete.
Thankfully, Tuvia was okay. He was very badly bruised, but nothing was broken. Thank God Hatzola were called. They just understood that we needed support, we needed warmth and reassurance. And without that,
They donate their time, they donate their energy, they donate their expertise to help people like us. And to us, they are our heroes.
Hatzola is needed for the community because they are part of the community.
Thank you is too small a word. It's impossible to express what I feel in terms of the help that we had from Hatzola Edgware.
I know that I can pick up the phone and at the other end of the line there'll be somebody there waiting to help me in my hour of need, and to me that's changed my world.
It's because of Hatzola that I am here today. Hatzola saves lives.
without you, Hatzola Edgware, my son could have been in a lot of danger. We were completely panicked, and you were there for us.
Without you, my asthma attack could have been dramatically worse. I would have ended up in a coma.
Without you, Hatzola, I doubt that I would be here today.
Without you, Hatzola Edgware, Alan's last days would have been less calm and dignified.